Good morning everybody, it's Charlie and welcome back to another instalment of Bite-Size Leeds on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everybody had a lovely Christmas weekend with all the friends and family. But it's back guys, Bite-Size Leeds, all the latest news from the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club. But just before I do get into it, please smash that like button, please subscribe and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And make sure that you also check out our sponsors at superleadsforex.com, and let's get into it. So then guys, first up on this morning's instalment, obviously on the last one I did mention that apparently Bayern Munich had made an inquiry over getting a Raphinha in January. But that rumour has now quickly been squashed, as apparently someone asked Bayern Munich for comment on this speculation, and they've said that they were interested in a Brazilian winger, but they are not making any signings, or they're not planning to anyway, in the January transfer window, which obviously gives Leeds fans a huge boost of encouragement, and that will at least have him until the end of the season. But apparently as well, there's been new rumours suggesting that Leeds are actually in talks with Raphinha over a new improved deal at the club, which is just amazing, if I'm honest with you. Quite the turnaround from everyone thinking that it would go into him signing a new deal. Obviously, on the flip side of the coin, from a business standpoint, you could probably see it that Leeds are trying to get him on an improved deal, which has a bigger a release clause. Because, let's be honest, teams are going to come knocking in summer, aren't they? Likes of Liverpool, maybe Man City, Man United even. So it is good that we're signing him to a new deal, hopefully. But it could have implications that we don't want in terms of him leaving in the summer. But at least if he does leave in summer, it'll be a higher release clause. We'll get more cash in for him, and hopefully it will lead to us being able to reinvest in some good talent if he does leave. Obviously, I would love Raphinha to sign a lifetime contract at Ellen Road, but we do need to be a little bit realistic and brought back down to earth, and just understand that he's probably not going to be at Leeds for much longer. Even if he don't leave in summer, he might have one more season and then he might go. I think it depends on our league finish this season. If we can get a little bit higher up and there's, you know, potential for a better season next season, he might stay. But if not, I think he will be on his way in summer, guys. Next up then, people, it's the news that we found out on Boxing Day. And that is that the Aston Villa game at home this evening has been cancelled. It's been postponed due to obviously our players still isolating as a result of the COVID cases that caused the Liverpool game to be off as well. There's been no new cases. It's just that, as I said, you know, the players need to isolate, which I was happy about as well. Obviously, I was chuffed to bits that the game at Anfield was cancelled for obvious reasons. But I'm happy about this one as well, just due to the fact of we need as many players back fit as possible. Obviously, I've heard that Bamford, James and Pascal Struijk were in line to feature against Liverpool, which is great. But hopefully this gives them an extra week to get even more fit. We may even see a few extra names added in to our squad as well. Leeds United only had 13 outfield players available and one goalkeeper for the Aston Villa game, so that's why the Premier League had to approve the request by Leeds in order to postpone this game. And I think a lot of fans like me are happy about that. Let's be real, I think the Liverpool and the Villa games were always incredibly tough fixtures, even with a fully fit team. So with pretty much an under-13s team out, it would have been an even huger task. So yeah, very happy. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better team news ahead of the Burnley game on Sunday, which for me is must win. we need to be beating teams around us. I think if we can beat the teams around us, we'll be fine come the end of the season. I know that there's a few people that are worried about us going down. And I can't lie, obviously it is in my head a little bit. But I have confidence in the fact that when our key players are back, and if we can sign some good players in January, these teams around us have all got to come to Ellen Road. And Leeds have been really good at home this season. Obviously, we've had the odd defeat here and there. But I think our home form and, you know, the fact that we've come back into games late on in games at Ellen Road means that we fight until the last minute. And I think we will be too much for these teams, if I'm honest with you. That's just me. That could be me just being optimistic and a little bit blinded, which is fair enough. I understand why everyone may think that. But I do think that come the end of the season, if we beat the teams around us, we will be fine. But the only way that we'll beat the teams around us is if we get our key players back, and hopefully a few more will be able to feature against Burnley on Sunday. And finally, people, on this instalment of Bite-Size Leeds, I just thought I'd touch upon a player that I've seen Leeds United be linked with as a result of the Phillips injury, and that is Brenden Aaronson from Salzburg. I'll be honest, it's a name that I don't know much about. I had a look at him on YouTube, some of his highlight reels, his goals, his skills, and everything else. And to be honest, like I've said about a load of players, you can understand why Leeds get linked with these types of players, because technically he looks really gifted. The transition from defence into attack, he can carry the ball well, and he does look like a real top talent. The midfield area is an area where Leeds are going to be linked with every midfielder under sun, because it is a position that Leeds need to have strength in depth. I know Forshaw's back and he's been amazing since he's come back, and obviously Phillips, we don't need to get into him, he's world class. But we need players that can come in and be able to do a job. I think it's just going to be a case of persuading these midfielders to come, knowing that they're probably going to have to learn from Phillips in order to get into our team. They'd probably be regular starters in the interim, but as soon as he's back in like February, March, they'll just need to accept that they will be on bench and they will just be used as impact subs if needed, which that's probably going to be the hard sell, and that's something that Orta and Rads need to persuade these players well in order to make them come. But as for Aaronson, again, really technically a gifted player, carries the ball really well, he's got a good range of passing, and he can score a goal or two, I'll tell you that for now. So yeah, I would be happy with it, but let's be honest, I think a lot of Leeds fans would be happy with anyone at this stage, because the thing with the under-23s and that, I am happy to see them have an opportunity, but not in these types of games. You know, you had Joe Gellart make his first Premier League start against Tottenham away. He scored his first Premier League goal against Chelsea away. You've got Somerville coming on as a sub against Arsenal. You've got Liam McCarran coming on as a sub against Arsenal. Cody Drama making his first Premier League start against Arsenal. You can see my point. We're playing these players in games against the so-called Big Six. And I feel like we're not seeing the best of them in these games, because let's be honest, a few of them weren't great against Arsenal. A few of them weren't great against Man City as well. And I know you can say, oh, well, it's Arsenal, it's Man City, but that's exactly my point. We need strength in depth as soon as possible. As I've just alluded to previously, if we can get our key players back and sign the correct players in January, we will definitely be fine come the end of this season. And that brings us to the end of this instalment of Bite-Size Leeds. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you could do me a favour, if you haven't, just smash that like button and please subscribe if you're brand new. And hit me up with your opinions in the comment section down below. And check out our sponsors at superleadsforex.com. And I'll see you in the next video, people. Thanks for watching as always. Go and visit our sponsors, superleadsforex.com, and see for yourself how you could start making a 20 to 30% return of your money every month and on a 100% hands-free audio pilot with your very own forex trading robot. There's absolutely no previous trading experience needed, and literally anybody can do it. Better still, you can actually test drive this cash cranking system for yourself on your own PC or laptop, free of charge for 30 days. So you have absolutely nothing to lose whatsoever, people. You can get all the exciting info right now at superleadsforex.com. So go check it out.